decision of the court is useless, so not capable enough to get Nnamdi Kanu out of detention. Joe Igbokwe, DS, Justice Nyako. Joe Igbokwe is welcome to say anything he likes, and is also welcome to challenge the court's decision if he wishes. To an extent, I want to agree with Joe Igbokwe anyway, because if really the Nigerian constitution is respected, all of the decision the court has been taking concerning Nnamdi Kanu since the beginning of this very trial was supposed to have been hidden. The court make a decision ordering the DSS to allow Nnamdi Kanu to change his clothes. They never allowed that to happen. Till now, the court has said nothing about it. That is one. The court also said something about the continuous torture. They are torturing Nnamdi Kanu. Yet, the DSS never heed to that. So, I will tell you that to an extent, Joe Igbokwe has a point, because that is to tell you that the Nigerian constitution and the Nigerian rule of law does not hold water when it comes to decision making. And that is why anybody will always tell you that Nigerian does not have a law. The whites said it now, that Nigeria is a country with a law, but behave like a country with no law. Because of what? Because the people who claim to be practitioners of the law have abused it. They have abused it. You understand? So that is where, and also the angle that Joe Igbokwe is actually coming from. But I will tell you, Joe Igbokwe, in the case of Nnamdi Kanu is not relying on whatever the court says. Nnamdi Kanu is believing on justice. So if Nigerian government knows what the constitution entails in terms of giving him justice for all the pains that Nigerian government has inflicted on him, Nigerian government should better follow that very constitution. You see, there is one thing that is very, very good and interesting in this very trial of Nnamdi Kanu, and that is for the fact that this trial is not only observed by the Nigerian government, but also by international organizations as well. You understand? And that's justice. So I don't think there is much to argue about on this. But the truth of the matter is that Nigerians should know it, that nothing is going to stop Nnamdi Kanu from being released no matter what. All right, let's quickly go through the very content and understand what really is going on in this very content. All right, it has been taken note of that Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who has been in detention for months now, is already preparing to be released anytime soon. Nnamdi Kanu said that, well, he's not relying too much on Nigerians' government's decision to get him released. He said that his faith is centered on justice, and justice, he said, is going to get. Nigerian government has requested for justice, and that justice is what I am prepared to face. According to Abubakar Malami, who spoke through the media, he said that Nnamdi Kanu, yes, is at the verge of being released, but only on one condition, that he will have nothing to do with the Biafrans and relocate fully back to the US. Nnamdi Kanu, who spoke, said that nothing is going to stop him in the struggle. I was born into this, and this I will die with. He pleaded to the indigenous group of Biafran to remain steadfast and resolute. An anonymous who spoke said that the decision of the court is going to determine what Nnamdi Kanu is going to do or not. An APC chieftain, Joe Igbokwe, who spoke, have said that the decision of the court is a waste of time. The decision of the court can never and will never decide Nnamdi Kanu's release. Nnamdi Kanu, who is already in detention for months, has been given opportunity to be favored by the court, but none of this decision has been implemented or been allowed to be executed. Pleading to this issue, Joe Igbokwe said that the Nigerian government has abused its constitution, allowing it not to be effective in decision making. He said Nnamdi Kanu should be decided on where either to face trial or to continue his stay in detention. Joe Igbokwe, pleading to the crowd, have said that Nnamdi Kanu should be given the opportunity to face a genuine judgment, just as he has been given the opportunity to witness the whole proceedings of the courts. He said, It is serious. Well, that is what Nigerians actually think. But then, Nigeria may be a country with no law. I agree with you, but to an extent, the law can still take its course. Remember the Yoruba agitator Sunday Igboho. Remember what he said. Remember the judgment that he received. Remember, he was victorious in his own trial, and it was still decided by the same Nigerian law and the same Nigerian constitution. You understand? So let us not just give up like that, but let us just still have confidence in what we are doing. Let's have hope that yes, Nnamdi Kanu will get justice. You understand? Just the same way the Yoruba agitator was given justice, that is how Nnamdi Kanu too will get justice. Though I know that the federal government has been trying within their power to deny Nnamdi Kanu of his rights, but I can see that they are already failing, and they have been failing, and they will still fail. You understand? They will still fail. Okay, so let me hear from you from the outside on this very